Okay, so here's a video about cleaning up an IKEA bamboo top. I figured this out when I was watching somebody else try to just clean it by scrubbing it out with a sponge, and as you can see, there's quite a bit of dirt. And so this is the side where the mixer was for making some cookies for the holidays, and then you can kind of see the clean edge and the dirty edge. And so I'm going to show you how I made that filthy pile of water right there. Okay, so what you want is a wet sponge. You put a little grease cutting dish soap on there. Come over here. Let it sit a little bit. The hotter you can get it, the better, but warm is okay. And so this is the real trick. This is just, I think I got this at Target. I think almost every state has a Target now, if not all of them. It's just for making pastries. You can cut dough with it. You can chop up, you're making bread. It just helps you get organized with pastry stuff. But what I figured out was you let it soak in there, and then you use some pressure, and you kind of squeegee it with the grain, and then you end up with gray water that you mop up with your sponge. Over here is a little bit more traffic from where the little guys sit, and so as you can see, the water gets quite a bit dirtier. You can see the gray in there. It's a little sudsy. But yeah, you can just repeat with warm water and just keep floating out. Keep floating the dirty stuff out of the fibers in the wood. And when you're done, you want to just use a dry cloth. You can do a wipe with the sponge side, and then just do a drag while it's still wet. And when it stops being gray water, you know that this is clean, and once it's dry, you get some oil on it, and that'll help keep some of the stuff from settling in too far, and it'll keep it from drying out and doing any cracking and make it easier to clean. But yep, so anyways, this is the key to how I keep this thing clean at home. Okay, so here's what's going on. Just do a quick rundown. Just getting the top wet. I've let some soapy water sit on here to show off how I do this. Just let it sit on there. As you can see, it's a pretty dirty puddle. The old oils and other stuff that collect just float right out, and it's easy to squeeze the fibers with this. Now I just take a sponge and a bowl, mop up that dirty puddle. So for a couple bucks, I think it's about $5, it's been worth its weight in gold between making pastries, doing bread work stuff, and then, as you can see, cleaning this mess up.